Hi everyone. Hope you guys are doing okay out there. I wanted to do this quick live. My battery is not 100%, but I wanted to do this quick live. I am doing the repatriation workshops this weekend, and it will be 11 a.m. Eastern time. That would be Saturday and Sunday. Let me see, the 28th and the 29th of October. So that is the repatriation workshop where I will be sharing with people all that they need to know in order to make the transition to Tanzania or to Africa in general. What you need to do to prepare and what you need to do when you get here, all of the details pulling from my experience and the experience of others. But I have previously posted a three-part series to the things that I was going through before I left the United States to Tanzania. And, one of the things that I want to stress about that experience was I had had the vision to leave since 2019. I was given instruction in dreams to leave and move to repatriate to Africa. Um, I was given a specific location, and I did not adhere to that vision. I did not adhere to that, what the dream told me to do. Okay. And if you know me, I tell the story all the time. But two of those incidences, three incidences coincided together and brought me Tanzania. Okay. So I didn't necessarily choose Tanzania. Tanzania chose me. And that came to me in vision after prayer. So I am going to implore upon you, if you are getting visions or getting premonitions or getting information from your ancestors, from your dreams, from the spirit world, that you need to leave and go to Africa, as most of you who email me and contact me do, I am begging you to follow that dream. Follow the mission. I really hope you can hear me because there's a lot of wind in the background. Okay? That is one of the reasons why I was able to act so quickly. I dismissed Tanzania when it first came to me in my vision because I knew no one here. And when I went back to prayer and said, I know no one in Tanzania, I met for the first time in my life, I met a lady in a cafe in that was from Arusha. Okay. So I had been given visions, and I thought to myself, well, I don't know anyone in Tanzania. I'll just move to Kenya because it's right there across the border. I even picked out a house in Kenya. I can email anybody that short documentary that I made about this house in Kenya that I was going to move to with Jojo. And that was since 2019. So when COVID hit, I left Westchester County and I went down to North Carolina. And as you can see in the documentary, I caught hell. I was like Jonah. I was going in the opposite direction. I did not want to be obedient to what I was instructed to do because I was afraid. And just like Jonah, I got my whooping and I got a thrashing, and I received that whooping and a thrashing. And it could have been worse, where I could have lost my child forever. Go look at my videos, parts 1, parts 2, and part 3. I had already known where I was supposed to go and what I was supposed to do, and I was disobedient to that. Okay? And during all of that mix up, the last thing in part 3, I said, the vision, I went to sleep, and the vision said, seek the city of peace. And when I Googled where in Africa was the city of peace, it was Dar es Salaam. I didn't go to anywhere else. I didn't look at anything else. I looked straight at Dar es Salaam, and Dar es Salaam was open. Immediately after waking from my vision, I booked my ticket to Dar es Salaam. I knew no one here. I had no friends here. There was nobody on no YouTube telling people to come. There was no one with a plan. There was no one with a house. There was no one with anything. Okay, so I'm going to implore you, if you have a vision, if you had the vision a year ago and you got the thrashing, it is because you weren't obedient. If you got the vision 5 years ago and you have gotten a thrashing, it's because you were not obedient. If you had the vision and you were not respectful of what you were receiving and something happened to you, had you followed the vision, you would not be, or you would not endure the same kind of pain that I endured because I was disobedient. Lord, where am I going to go? What am I going to do when I get there? How am I going to do it? I don't know anyone there. Those are the things that kept me in this cycle of all of this. I went to prayer. Lord, where shall I go? Where shall I go? And I went for a walk. And in that walk, I found a bracelet. And I went home and I Googled this bracelet. If you guys look at my previous videos, you will see me. I always wear this beaded bangle. It's a beaded bracelet. And when I Googled where it comes from the Maasai people. Okay, I took a picture of it and did a reverse look up Maasai people. I Googled the Maasai people. The Maasai people come from Tanzania at the border of Kenya. Okay, so I said, oh, Kenya, I know Kenya. I can go to Kenya. I'll just go to Kenya, right? So what I'm trying to say to you is if you have the vision, if you have were given instruction in prayer that you want to leave and you should leave, then I'm asking you to do the thing that you are given the vision to do. One of the things that happened to me was because what you witnessed on film was because I did not accept Tanzania. I knew no one. And I went back in prayer and said, Lord, I don't know nobody. I have never met nobody in no Tanzania. What am I going to go to Tanzania to do? And I went into a cafe in New York and a lady was giving instructions, and it's an accent I never heard before. And it turns out this lady was from Tanzania. So my battery is dying. Look in the description box. Let's see. Email me for the repatriation workshop and the CMOS, and also booking at the Exodus house. So my battery is low, but I wanted to do this. Be obedient. Be obedient to your visions. Be obedient to the things that have been put on your heart. No one else can see what you can see but you. No one else can choose for you what you must do. No one else can tell you where you must go. Okay? You have to be ready. You have to be ready. You have to be ready. Okay? ExodusAfrica1@gmail.com. I cannot even see the screen no more. That's how dark it is. Okay? Be ready. Do not be like Jonah. Do not be stiff-necked. Do not be like other people who were given instructions. Do not be like me that sat there even though you got the vision and you're preparing to go to Africa and you wanted everything to be so perfect that you ended up in imperfect situations that was not beneficial to you, yourself, or your family or your children. Okay? So if you're getting the vision to leave, the email is exodusafrica1@gmail.com. Let me spell it out. I'm not confident that I wrote it correctly because I can't see my screen. My battery is that low. It's XODUS Africa, the numeral 1@gmail.com. We're having repatriation workshops over the weekend. Okay? So go ahead and email me. Thank you to those of you who have emailed. I genuinely appreciate all of the emails. We need to come together and start discussing how we can do this better and properly so it's a more cohesive experience for those involved. But I'm saying this to you. If you have a vision to move your children, yourself, your family, and your children to Africa, to Tanzania, I am going to, or anywhere on the continent, I am imploring you to follow that. What you saw in parts 1, 2, and 3, I could have lost Johanna had I not been a different kind of person. That entire system was designed for that I could have lost my child forever. And there are people who had the vision, had the instruction, and were not humble to follow the instruction. I wanted to go to film school and finish my documentary studies before I came to the continent. But I got caught in something so dreadful that I could have lost my child, and I would have never made it to Africa because I would be in way too much pain and turmoil and rubbish trying to fight to get her back. So I'm trying to tell y'all this. If you have the vision and if you have it on your heart, I am imploring you, I am begging you to stay true to that vision, that mission. Do not allow anyone, any preacher, any pastor, any husband, any wife, anyone to deter you from this thing because it was given to you. If you read the Bible where it talks about visions, dreams, all of these things are sent from God. Pharaoh received a vision that showed that the people of Israel, his kingdom would have starved to death, and it took an Israel to be saved. So if you're a God-fearing person, like a lot of people say they are, you cannot have words without works. You have to do the work. You cannot expect God to do everything for you. By a vision or a dream or anything that you have received that pointed you to the African continent, that is causing you to keep watching and looking out for Africa and trying to figure out how to get there, how to live there, how to work there. Be obedient to that. A lot of people look at, oh, she just went to Africa and built a house. There was planning involved. There was a lot of planning involved. There was a lot of micro planning involved. There was a lot of work involved, like a lot of psychological work involved with myself. There was a lot of things I had to learn to live with and appreciate and respect and understand what I need and what I don't need, and what is important and what is valuable. I'm sorry if it's a little windy out here and if it went a little dark, but go ahead and email me exodusafrica1@gmail.com, XODUSAfrica, the numeral 1 @gmail.com. We're having repatriation workshops. It is essential for those of you who are looking to come to the continent to attend these workshops. If you're looking to book at the Exodus House, it is the same email address that you would use to email me. We are doing invitation only. I have been doing it invitation only for the past 2 years. The first year taught me some lessons, and I learned from them to be more careful about the kinds of people that are coming. We keep it low, we keep it affordable. You can wash, you can cook, you can do a variety of things here. And so there are people who are not necessarily about the repatriation who, wants to take advantage of the low cost. So I can't put it on Airbnb, and I can't make the kind of money because I'm trying to stand on the principle of the vision that was given to me when I was sent here. Okay? So I say it all the time. I did not choose Tanzania. Tanzania chose me, and I am here. I'm here for the long haul, and I'm going to be here come hell or high water. I'm going to make it do what it do, and I'm going to bring my best all the time. Okay, so that's what I got for you all. My battery is going to die, but I appreciate you all so much for watching. Do not be stiff-necked like Jonah. Do not be stiff-necked like Saul. Do not be stiff-necked like the people who are laughing at Noah. Don't be stiff-necked in this time. You have to realize what is happening around you. And if you are receiving the direction and the instruction, by all means, follow it. Follow it. Follow it to the letter, to the T. Do not allow yourself to be deterred. That is God communicating with you in your dreams. That is God talking to you at your rest. Okay? And if you allow any other voices to penetrate between you and God, then you will bear the burden of the wrath of God.